Do 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 do. So for some reason, if I just come in like, yeah, this is a video, blah blah blah, y'all don't pay attention. So I'll be having to do some stupid shit. I guess I gotta treat y'all like kids or something. Anyway, so on this channel, I'm usually talking about marijuana laws, marijuana related things. But sometimes I'll talk about some current affairs, like, important things, politics, because I'm interested in it, that pop up in the world. Sometimes I'll do some body language interpretations. But right now, this video is going to be about, let me go into, this video I'm talking about is about Trump kidnapping the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro. Maduro. So where's the first? Let's talk about that. The capture. It happened just yesterday. So everybody's blowing up about it right now. Who's mad about it? Canada mad. China mad. China's mad because China does business with Venezuela too. So Trump is fucking up China's money. So, and then China just went to war with Taiwan. China just threw some missiles at Taiwan. So China basically like, you can get some missiles too, Trump. So he looking at throwing missiles at us. I wonder why Putin not saying shit, because Putin was saying that he had Venezuela back. So we all know Putin be lying and not really having nobody back. Putin obviously said something to Trump to start all this fucking shit. And so he's sitting back watching the domino effect, watching, all this happen. Let's see if he steps in. But Canada's mad. Who else is mad? I want to show you that video about how Melania mad. Let me show you that video first about how I want to start with that. Let's start about how Melania mad. History. So, Melania be looking at Trump because he was a cheater. He wants a cheater. He always a cheater. Let's look at this first. Claudia's just looking her body language. Ooh, what's up right there? Ooh, y'all see that leaning? What you leaning in for, Melania? I know we starting off this video with a little bit of body language on Melania and Trump. What you leaning in for? So that's Claudia Sheinbaum. That's the president of Mexico. If you know anything about her, if y'all looked some things up about her, she be all about business. So she's all about business. Hold on, I'm checking some things on the computer. Sorry. Yeah, so the president of Mexico, she's all about business. So if she's having a conversation with Trump, it's going to have to be doing with the country, money, economics, so forth. So Melania, not a lot of people are aware how Melania got with Trump. Trump was with Ivana at the time. So I know that, and so a lot of people say, even Ivana in her interviews, she says, yeah, Melania stole Trump from me, and that's why she acts so paranoid. And she's right, because she said if you didn't get a man that you felt that you had to steal from someone, once a cheater, always a cheater. You know that he cheated. Everyone jokes about Melania being Epstein's. She was with Epstein first. She met Trump on the Epstein plane, and this is how she got her son. But basically, during all this time, Trump was supposed to be cheating with someone else, with some celebrity girl or something like that. While you was doing all this fuck shit, Trump, you were married at the time with Ivana. So you weren't supposed to be doing nothing with this with nobody. And so he went, while he was with Ivana, he went with Melania. So Melania already know that you got a man, you stole him by cheating. So she's always going to be on the up and up. She's always going to be paranoid. She's always going to be worried that Trump will do the same thing to her, because that's how he got with Melania. So some women who get married like that, they're always going to be jealous. Anytime that you conversate about some people joked in the comments that she was eavesdropping so she could let Russia know the new information that's going on, because a lot of people joke that Melania is a spy for Russia. And then if y'all know anything about Putin's history, he was a spy. So it's like she's a spy for a spy to spy to do some spy. But This is just, let's watch that again. That's just too funny to me. Like, there's no reason for Melania to be jealous of Claudia Scheinbaum. Like, I don't, first of all, Claudia, stop being so nice to this narcissist. Stop showing up with a smile on your face. We're going to talk later about what happened to the woman with the Nobel Peace Prize. As you dedicate that Nobel Peace Prize to Trump, he threw you missiles. He threw torpedoes as a thank you. That's what narcissists do. Instead of saying thank you, they send you fuck yous. But I just want to watch this again because it's Melania. Why are you doing that? You know who you got with. I know you're not eavesdropping, girl. What are you looking at man for? What are you looking at? His breath's stinking in her face anyway. You don't brush his teeth. Yes, the jealousy meter is off the charts. Look at that. You can honestly that. Man, I know you ain't laughing over there with another man. I mean, with another woman. You probably, she stopped laughing. She heard something serious. There's something serious going on. I want to look at the comments.
Ladies and...
Oops. Oh, look at the comments. So let me click on the comments. People love me. Never forget the attack on democracy. Yeah, no one's ever gonna let you forget. Y'all know you feel about me. Stay strong. They hated me too. He's stupid. Sorry, it's a compliment of my country. When you so stupid, I mean, you so funny. You so funny. If it says, here Trump, hurt your feelings, I'm writing a prescription for 2 testicles. Okay, so when you gonna get some and actually act like a man to take care of women and protect them instead of raping them? Oh, bitch, I got something for y'all. I got something for you all. Somebody replied to me. It don't even make sense what y'all are doing. Okay. She's from Believe, Michigan. Bitch, I'm finna take your Michigan ass out. Okay, racist. They mad because I said that. Exactly. Actually, yeah, I don't even need to say nothing. I don't even know what I said. Okay, quiet, racist MAGA. I already said it. And then look, here come this racist bitch. Another racist MAGA. Hold on, another racist MAGA. From Michigan this time. I work in your city, girl. Well, your state. Okay, northern racist ass. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your racist shit. Hold on, I gotta do this real quick. Okay, we can do MAGA Man, a demon wrapped up in a Bible verse. No, I want to do their favorite. Wants a cheater? Always a cheater. I love to make the racist a bit happier. Another racist MAGA. Michigan this time, yeah. I usually don't come back and look at anybody's comments that anybody respond back to me. When you marry Epstein sloppy seconds. Melania. Dude, anytime like MAGA come back and say something to you, it's gonna be stupid. What is, I don't understand this. Who is that? If she didn't know, anytime MAGA come back and say something, it's gonna be real stupid. It's always gonna be some self-incriminating shit when MAGA do something. This right here, Melania had to eavesdrop in order to report back to Moscow. She gotta tell Putin what's going on. She a spy and she gotta tell another spy. Behold, a liar in chief. Do y'all make these memes? This right here, it's a meme against Democrats. I thought that was funny, though. The memes that they make against Democrats are not even strong. Like, they don't hurt anybody's feelings. It just tells a MAGA off again. Me in the mental hospital with my friends. That's the MAGAs. What is this? We got some new memes since I looked just like 5 minutes ago. I really, really, really thought you would be dead by now. Yo, y'all people with y'all sense of humor, and they got way more comments underneath they shit. Oh, this is the joke. Is this the joke? I didn't understand. I did not understand that everybody's trying to say that Trump is, dude, you sex addicted people that y'all can't do nothing but think about sex and other people's pee-pees. It's crazy. January 6th. Oh, this is the one I wanted y'all to see. I thought that was this was good. Once a cheater, always a cheater. USA, and he's really holding hands with Russia. I thought that was good. Anyways, let's get into what the video is about. Trump Insider put on notice that they suggest to criminal persecution over Venezuela attack. Yep, it's the next day with this dumbass. 777. What does that mean again? 3 sevens? What's the angel message for that? I know I'm not on that channel. He's going to stick to his intentions and his beliefs. So do we. We need to stick to what we know that is right too. Community. America. Okay, so first I want to talk about the attack. It actually happened just yesterday. U.S. captures Maduro, carries out large-scale strike in Venezuela. This shit is nuts right now. I don't understand how anybody is not up at the White House putting a white leather jacket on Trump and taking him to the insane asylum right fucking now. Like, so let's backtrack a little bit. Trump just he's a 44 count felon. I think 45. I think he got an extra one added recently. He just put in fake persecutions, fake indictments for Lisa Cook, which is the head of the IRS. Another fake indictment another fake indictment for Tisha James, which is a persecutor in New Jersey. Is she in New Jersey or New York? I know she's up north. But anyways, and then he put another indictment in for James Comey. So all these fake indictments, by the way, got thrown out recently, like for Christmas. And for Christmas, Trump, this is why I think Trump is acting this way. Trump has gotten some papers of impeachment. And also, not only did Trump get it, RFK Jr. got it, someone else got it. And I believe Pam Bondi has gotten impeachment papers too. By the way, the person behind all of this charade is Pam Bondi. If I was you, I would get rid of that lawyer, Trump, because she's supposed to be getting you out of trouble, not in more trouble. So what I think is so funny is that, so if it was regularly me or you, and we were putting in fake indictments on these people and they were getting them dismissed, the prosecutor, the court would turn around and countersue us for putting in fake indictments. And they not doing this for Trump. And so we gonna sit up here and act like racism is not ruling the world right now? When, I mean, Trump is basically doing the same thing as P. Diddy, but y'all throwing P. Diddy under the jail. And Trump, you letting him run around free as he gets worse, and worse. So a regular person, if I put in 3 fake indictments, I lost them all, I think I would sit down. And my ankles are fat to the point that everybody's telling me I got cankles. If I was Trump, I would sit down. But what does this motherfucking dumbass do? This narcissist do? He perpetuates more bullshit. He's throwing missiles at tuna fishermen boats. He did about 10, 12 of them. And then in a span of 6 months, and you're killing innocent people. And then to make it worse, you've already caught global laws. Like crimes against humanity, crimes that you have to go answer for the United Nations. Do you know what that means, motherfuckers? That means that if he moved, like, you gotta move to Mars now, bitch. If he was in the US and he's doing global crimes, you can move to Antarctica, you can move to China, you can move to Sweden, and you will still have to answer to these crimes. Now, if he just kept his crimes over here in the U.S., he could have moved to Canada, he could have moved to Russia, and he wouldn't have to answer to these crimes again. But him trying to do an extradite, like, basically what you have done, Trump, you about to get in trouble for kidnapping the president of Venezuela, putting a blindfold over him like you're a pimp. And then he got his wife. He's trying to get his son. And the lies that he's perpetuating now is that they are trafficking coke. And then he added some weapons in there. What weapons? We don't know. He does, like, most people, if they were lying, they would already have Photoshop, like fake evidence photoshopped together. This motherfucker doesn't even have no proof to show you, period. They did it. They did it. They did it. He did it. And then this is what I think, that anything that Trump accuses other people of is basically confessions. Basically, because so with all those 3 indictments, Trump wanted to add in those fake indictments for Comey, Tisha James, and Lisa Cook. For 2 of those women, for Lisa Cook and Tisha James, he had said mortgage fraud. And now it's coming, those cases got dismissed, and now it's coming out with Trump that he has mortgage fraud. One of the places being Mar-a-Lago, that he owns that unlawfully. And I was right about that too. Because where are you getting this mortgage fraud shit from? Because he's really doing it. So he's going around right now. He's saying that the president of Venezuela, his wife, and his son, which thank God they haven't caught his son. Right now they just have him and his wife, and they've brought him. First they brought him to Miami, and now they're taking him to New York to do some type of trial. By the way, Congress has not approved any of this, so all of it will get thrown out. And what I'm mad about is they have to move quickly before he kills someone. Because I believe his intentions is to kill the president of Venezuela. Oh yeah, the presidents of Brazil is mad. The president of Colombia is mad. Everybody's fucking mad. And it's like, even Putin mad at your dumb ass, your best friend forever. Like, if I was Trump for a second, I would stop. It would begin to make your life better. But no, this motherfucker goes and goes and goes and goes like an evil, energizing bunny. Let's get into the article, by the way, guys. And if y'all want to read the articles, they are in the description of the video. So the U.S. captures Maduro, carries out large-scale strike in Venezuela. And we're going to go through... before I wanted to start, something else that I wanted to say. I'll play this video real quick. It's obvious that what Trump is doing... you can tell in Pete Hegseth that this is a coke, besides politically driven. This is a coke stupor. That people say that when some people do some hardcore drugs too much, usually powders, coke, special K, meth, they get in this dementia stupor. Some people, it's easier to say some people, they're tweaking, which it can make your schizophrenia start to come on a lot quicker. Some people don't have schizophrenia, within their gene pool. Some people do. And if you do, lying and especially coke and powders is going to bring it on quicker. So basically you can see it. And I did a video like earlier, like a couple days ago, about them catching Hegseth powdering his nose, which is a nice American way of saying snorting coke. And see, Trump is really good, in my opinion. To some people, he's like, no, he's not, with hiding his coke addictions. He's really, really good at that. But how I can tell is because the people around you cannot hold their liquor. They cannot hide the face of them being under a serious, hardcore drug like you can. See, who's snapping quicker is Pete Hegseth. He snapped. See, y'all are over here saying, oh, they have coke, they have fentanyl, they have drugs, they're bringing it in. Each time when Trump says that Maduro and his wife, Cia Flores, and that his son are all in a conspiracy together, trafficking coke and weapons, I really believe it's you, Trump. Because you have no proof of them. I believe it's you, Trump, and your wife, Melania, and one of your kids, one of your sons that you're doing this shit with. You really need to stop accusing other people of what they're doing, and the U.S. needs to get up on their shit. We need to listen to what he's doing, because what he's accusing other people of doing, if we turn around and backtrack his steps, we will find out that Trump is the one who's doing this shit. And he's fucking admitting it. Like, y'all are getting on my nerves. Everybody out here watched fucking Aladdin and the 40 Thieves. What I'm trying to say is y'all watch fairy tales. And in these fairy tale stories, what did the evil villain do? They told you their fucking motive. If you would sit there, open up your ears, wake up and listen. A good person's going to tell you their plan. A bad person wants to tell you their plan even more because they love to boast. But Trump is up here telling all of us what his evil plan is next. And we're just like, he's not going to do that. He didn't mean what he said. And then one thing, if anything, white people should be mad at these racist MAGA folks because they continue to make the white race look bad. These racist MAGA folks continue to make white people look like racist people, look like the haters, look like they're Neanderthals. I honestly fight with black people telling them those are not the Neanderthals. There are black people out here who do not believe that how hateful they are. They do not believe that white people are humans and that they're an extension of us. They don't. They're like, no, they're this creature from the cave, from the dark lagoon. I swear to God. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're not the Neanderthals. Believe it or not, white people are killing Neanderthals. They're extinct because of white people. There's people in Tasmania, the natives of Tasmania are extinct. They call Native Americans extinct, but they're not extinct. They're 1%. There are a lot of races and creatures and species within this world that are not happy with white people because I don't know what happened over there in Europe that is making those people think that they have to go throughout the world. After a while, once they're done with the world, they'll go throughout the universe thinking that it's justice and right to kill anything that's not them. And then why are we acting stupid over there in Europe? They were hanging each other and eating each other during executions. They do it to each other too. MAGA be turning on each other. But I'm frustrated at this point because there's so many people out there who read the Bible, and in Revelations it says we're going to leave these people behind. So that's what I'm frustrated with. Y'all sit up here and just go ahead and arrest me, and then everything will be good again. Once you beat me up and you call me a monkey nigger. Like I'm joking, but what I'm trying to say is, why do people give in to evil people? Why do people play that Stockholm syndrome? Like, you think that, trying to side with them, trying to listen to them is going to get your bully to let up off of you. No, it doesn't. It makes them do more. But yeah, China's going to fucking beat our ass. Because China be making money with Venezuela too. But I'm going to go into it. But obviously why I feel that they did this strike, Trump, is because he's jealous of Maduro. You'll see it through these articles. He said, when we got him, we pulled him out of fortress. We pulled him out of palace. They said, you can't go over there. This is what Rubio said. And live in your palace in Carcaras. Oh, that's what the issue is, right? Because you keep in mind, Maduro paid for that palace. He paid for his house. Motherfucker. So that's the issue. And then there's basically what the Trump administration is trying to do is they're trying to steal resources from Venezuela. They are really thinking, and they're going to go in and invade, just like your ancestors do. Y'all invade every fucking thing. Because you can't stay in your own country and work hard. This is why I don't understand why white people who are not racist, why they don't join the rest of the world, the rest of colored people, and check these racist people. Like Trump, white people like Trump make white people look so bad. Vance over here talking about white people don't have to apologize anymore. If you keep doing what you're doing, Vance, no, the white people won't have to apologize. You have to apologize on behalf of white culture. Grabbing Erica Kirk, I don't give a fuck how pretty you get a racist girl. If they don't like humans, they don't like humans, period. Well, the reason why we don't like humans is because they're this color rather than this color. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Weird, creepy. Let's look at this video.
Dramatic fall.
Oh, they ain't talking about nothing. Anyways, President FDT said that the U.S. and then when MAGAs come fight with people, it's just childish. Most of the times I just ignore it, or sometimes I'll just say, "Look at this racist," because that hurts their feelings. I don't understand why when I call you a racist, it hurts your feelings. Stop acting like one. Maybe I wouldn't call you one. Then they want to be like, "Well, you're a nigger. You're one too. You're a light-skinned nigger. Did you know that? You're one too. You're not a Neanderthal. You killed them out." White people are light-skinned black people who cannot admit it. There's still dark couples today who birth very light-skinned people. And for some reason, y'all, well, this is not talking about genealogy and DNA in this video, but for some reason, y'all really listen to these white people and y'all really believe that the dark colors come from white people. All the colors come from the dark people. So, I mean, just this is really getting annoying how some people want to be led with idiocy and hate, and they don't care that it makes them look, their whole culture look racist. A lot of people, and then why do you know, Vance, why do you think, I want someone to ask Vance, why do you think white people, he said, Vance said white people don't need to apologize no more. Vance, why do you think white people need to apologize for anything to begin with? Black people don't need to apologize. Latinos don't need to apologize for nothing. What Asians need to apologize? Nothing. They made kung fu. Well, they didn't make it, but they made it hot. Kung fu really came from Africa. They just made it hot. What Asians need to apologize? They don't even need to apologize for that. What do anybody need to apologize for? So Vance, what do you feel white people need to apologize for? Apologize for what, Vance? White people don't need to apologize. For what, Vance? No, the good white people don't ever need to apologize. But racist MAGAs like you, what do you think you need to apologize for? And why don't you just go ahead and do it? It's just words. You let all these other sloppy words come out your mouth. Why can't you let some positive words come out your mouth? Because we can't see the kids see white people be good to black people. Why not? You could actually have love go throughout the world. Dude, honestly, these people, they function out of jealousy and envy because they don't want to put in the work to look like Trump. Don't want to put in the work to look like Obama. I think this is him trying to copy when Obama had to kill Osama. I think this is Trump trying to do what Obama did. But you would just never be. Stop trying to be as great as Obama because you don't even have the mindset. Please just stop. Because as you try to be as good as Obama, Trump, you just keep showing yourself to be evil, 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 evil. Because that's really what the fuck you are. President FTT said that I had to bitch about him. What was that? Like 5 minutes I bitched about him? I don't know, but it was some time. So FTT has said that the U.S. successfully carried out, this is a lie, a large-scale strike against Venezuela, and said that the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro and his wife have been captured and flown to our out of the country, which is illegal. It's illegal. It's kidnapping. It's so much fucking shit, and they need to say it all. It's ridiculous. It's creepy. You're fucking weird. It needs to happen to you, so you can see what you're doing to other people, Trump. If this is happening to you, what you doing to other people? They wanted to skip that whole article. They blindfolded him. We're going to go through this. They blindfolded Maduro. The announcement on Trump's social. They're making announcements on their fucking Twitter. Because the news channels don't really want to fuck with you. Platform that came shortly before 4:30 a.m. He planned this. Like, well, it's a blondie who planned it, and they're trying to do it at these like numbers, and you got it all at the wrong numbers. Like, if y'all are trying to like do these on angel numbers, y'all didn't make it. I'm talking about the spiritual aspect that they have behind these things. Saturday, a few hours after several explosions were heard in Venezuela. So basically, they did a 9/11 on Venezuela's capital of Caracas. Witness said in photos and videos. People got this shit on photo and video. In a move that alarmed some observers, Trump, who campaigned on America First, which he makes sure America's last, and against foreign entitlements, said during the press conference at Mar-a-Lago, I don't understand why you having any press conferences at your fraud mortgage stolen house, stupid. Like, you need to hide it. Idiot. The U.S. would run Venezuela for unspecified period of time. You can't even run the U.S. And you really think that you're going to run Venezuela? He said a team comprised of those of his cabinet, his goons, officials, along with the local team in Venezuela will be running the country because there is nobody to take over. Well, yeah, you're trying to kidnap them and kill them. And I wonder what you're doing to his beautiful wife. It's not funny. It's not cute that some white boys think it's funny to just go around the world raping people. And then you sit up there crying about your generational curses. Man, I had a white girl curse me out about generational curses. And I just said to her, yeah, I think that's your people. I'm pretty sure that's not mine. Because there'd be some black people who'll be like, yeah, I think my family has a generational curse. If you have to think about it, you don't. You can tell Trump family got a generational curse. To me, I really think he's trying to avoid um his consequences, uh his curses, really. Anyway, Trump get on my nerves. We'll run it properly. We'll run it professionally. I'm not going to listen to any of those lies that Trump just said, talking about running another country. And then Rubio came back saying, we're not going to run that country. And then look, Trump's going to try and run the country. Like, can y'all just shut up? Just shut up and we'll just look at your actions and see what you're doing. Because you lie, then you take back your lies, then you bring the lies back out. Trump's cabinet. The president suggested that the U.S. troops could be involved in efforts. Yeah, so that's exactly like those politicians, those Democratic politicians. They warned you, don't do anything illegal. Because when Trump starts getting caught, they're going to come for his friends first before they come for you. So if you up there doing, okay, for example, I did a video just last week on Elon's Doge being disbanded. And so the prosecutors, they're being persecuted. All those people that he hired and they didn't even have a place to stay. They were staying up there at Doge. They're getting ready to go through persecution. And they're mad at Elon. They're like, you hired us, you lied to us, and you said that you would help us, that we would get pardons from Trump. And you know what Elon said? Elon said to them, guys, you're going to have to get your own lawyer. See, when y'all really hang out with evildoers, their plans have to succeed. If their plans don't succeed, this is those people who choose to be evil. That means your ass gonna get caught, and those evildoers cannot help you anymore. We're not afraid of Bruce in the ground. Shut up. God, I don't know why any of y'all listen to Trump. And he said that the U.S. stood ready to carry out much bigger second wave of attacks if needed. So yeah, he just want to go down there and start genociding people. The Senate of Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York slammed Trump's announcement. Yeah, of course. And people be making fun of Schumer, but Schumer's right all the time, every time. So, I don't know why y'all be talking shit about Schumer. Schumer looking out for the people the best he can. I don't know why y'all don't talk shit about Trump. Besides the fact that y'all are some MAGAs out there are very immature. Kind of like Jake Paul. Then they get their mouth punched out. And after they get punched, they go, wow, are you losing? The idea that Trump planned to now run Venezuela should strike fear in the hearts of all Americans. Bitch, it strike broke fear. It means he try to make motherfuckers even broker. Yes, when Trump comes around, the brokers of Wall Street start running. They like, he coming to make us broke. The American people have seen this before and paid devastating prices. I'm tired of paying for Trump. Why y'all keep letting him do shit? He need to pay for himself. And what did he have a MAGA? Okay, I thought that was a MAGA hat. No, that was a Venezuela hat. Okay. Trump said the operation was carried out in conjunction of the U.S. law enforcement. Bitch, you are stupid. U.S. laws don't apply in Venezuela. I'm so tired. Everything he say, it be some dumb shit. And MAGA be like, yeah, we look stupid with him. Members of Congress said that the military, which source said included elite Delta Force, so they gonna come at your ass, Delta Force. The United Nations gonna come out after y'all Nazi asses, was in place to support the law enforcement operation. You doing laws for laws that are in the U.S. These laws are not in Venezuela. That's why motherfuckers had no idea what your ass was doing. There were no, and they did it on surprise too. Why you did it on surprise? Why you didn't do it when Venezuelan military wasn't paying attention? Because you knew they was going to beat your ass. And you knew that was going to be embarrassing, a third world country beating your ass. There was no immediate reports of the U.S. military deaths during the operation. They came back and said that a few Americans were right here. However, Trump and Senator Tom Cotton, they came back and lied. The chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee said that some Americans were injured and that a helicopter, they hit our helicopter. Where was the helicopter that got hit? Narnia? Where was it? Where's the pictures? Where's the aftermath? Where's the devastation? Where's the broke ass helicopter that we got to go put an insurance claim on? Yeah, quit lying. We need a chant to Trump. Quit lying, quit lying, quit lying, quit lying, quit lying, quit lying with your lying ass lying. Quit lying. I spoke with with Marco this morning, and he said he did share that we did have wounded personnel, but no one killed. Okay, shut up, liars. They didn't have nobody wounded. The operation came amid of escalating tension with Maduro and the Venezuelan regime, and questions about the impetus behind a series of boat strikes targeting alleged drug boat vessels. They need to fix that. Targeting tuna boats. Stop trying like this. I guess this article is must be for Trump, and they're like they keep trying to say they were coke boats, they were coke boats, they were drug boats, but no one has proof of any of these being drug boats. So start to say the truth. Don't even say alleged in this point. Say they were tuna boats, because it's proven in boat documents in the law in the long distance that those were tuna boats. So fucking say the truth before people start calling you a liar for Trump. Because that looks worse than being a liar of Trump. Than you being Trump and lying. That you not Trump, you for Trump, and you lying for Trump. That shit looks worse. You could just be quiet and leave it alone. Speed and violence. Really, I think why he did that too is because some people don't know. We'll talk about it in a moment when Kamala Harris says something, and I'll read that article, that Trump be doing business with Marudo's friends. So that's basically all they like. You kidnap the person who, and you be doing business with his friends on the side. You crooked wannabe Russian mafia fuck up. That's basically what Trump is. You want to be mafia, but you fucking up and you crooked as shit. And Putin had everybody killed, and once they was dead, he was smiling, and they come give him the information, and he's smiling. Trump is the opposite. He be bragging about shit before he even killed anybody. But I honestly think that people need to stop this man, because he's about to kill somebody from another country. And y'all just sit up here. Everyone, I'm talking about everybody, not just the MAGAs. I'm talking about the Democrats too. We are all just sitting up here just letting this happen, standing aside idly. There are some things that we could do to stop this man, and we are not. I feel like we're not even fucking trying. The president went into more detail about the operation later in an interview with Fox News, saying that I don't even. Why are you talking to Fox News? First, you sue them. You hate them, you love them. This love-hate relationship that you got with Fox News, Trump. Why you can't leave them alone? Now he gonna go tell them all the secrets. Those are my friends. Saying that they all got fucked up friends these days. Saying the attack was something nobody else could have done and extremely complex. In speed and violence. Someone could do it to you. Putin could do it to you. What are you talking about? The whole maneuver and the landing and the number. I don't want to see aircraft. I don't want to see anything that Trump has said. All right, so and really they just broke in, and they broke into places that they were really not able to broke into, steel doors. Man, I'm over here losing IQ shit because I'm over here quoting this Trump mess. Steel doors that were put there, and just this reason. This man is stupid. Y'all let him stay up there with that dementia. Y'all was sitting up there talking about Biden, but Biden, my money was straight. The president said that Maduro tried to escape. Well, I would too, but he was bum rushed. If he was trying to bum rush me, not only would I try to escape, but somebody would have got hurt. Surprised that y'all didn't even kill me. He said that he had given Maduro off ramps recently. What were those off ramps, bitch? You can't give me no examples. The one I gave him this, 2, 3. Okay, whatever, liar. This is right here how they have Maduro. We're blindfolded as they bring him to the U.S. And that's what pimps do when they steal a woman. Because they're like, oh, we don't need her to know where she's at. Man, I'm pretty sure if he got, and then, if y'all took those earmuffs off his ears, I'm pretty sure he could listen to y'all dumbasses and hear everything that's going on. Y'all probably got a hole in one of those fucking ear thingies. What are y'all doing to his wife, though? And they brought him over here to torture him. Trump gonna end up in Guantanamo Bay. Well, basically, I said you have to give up. You have to surrender. Surrender to what? What about what and what, bitch? You make no fucking sense. He just sits up here, hollers shit, and feels like that's authority and justice. So, alleged narco-terrorism conspiracy. Trump is going around saying people are narco-terrorists because he's one. Here's where Pam Bondi is involved. AG Pam Bondi said that Maduro and his wife, Cia Flores, will soon face full wrath of American justice and on American soil and American courts. So what does that mean, Blondie? In quote, and her fucked up quote, bitch, what does that mean? What are you talking about? He could have, if he did anything that broke any U.S. law, why didn't y'all just fine him from the comfort of your home? It costs money to go get him. It costs money to go bust in his home and bun rush him. You have wasted billions and billions of taxpayer dollars. It costs money to get him and his wife. It costs money for you to rape his wife, bitch. And you're going to have to pay as you descend to hell, because there's no way you're even going to look at heaven. And it costs money to bring them to Miami and then to New York. Everything that you did costs money. So what the fuck is you talking about? You broke ass blondie bitch. Please take your ass back to Florida. This crazy bitch. He will soon face the full wrath. What wrath of America? I didn't know America was pissed at this man. What are we pissed at him for? Because they sold us oil for good prices? Because we wouldn't let you take over them like some slavery racist shit? Is that what we mad at them for? Ugh. Blondie is disgusting. And then on top of it, I honestly think she's doing all this fucked up shit on Trump on purpose so that he could get in more trouble. I really think she's throwing you under the bus on purpose. I really, really, really do. A slew of charges in New York. What slew of charges? Including narco-terrorism charges that you haven't made up yet, and cocaine importation. Where was the cocaine being imported? They mad. Basically, Blondie mad that the cocaine wasn't directly imported in her nose. Because I think you snorting coke too, girl. See, Trump is really hard for me to see what drug he's on, but because all your friends around you and they can't hold their liquor, like Pete Hegseth, they can't hold their mask, they're evil. That's how I can tell what drug y'all are all on. Some type of coke, powder shit. Coke, Special K, meth. It's got to be coke because they're the one who said coke. You said coke. Nobody's talking about coke but your ass. You need some more coke, Blondie? You need some more coke? It's downstairs in the laundry room. Go snort it. You remember the bleach that Trump was saying, drink it? Go, why don't y'all go do that? As well as weapon charges. What weapons did he have? What weapons besides torpedoes that y'all shooting at people? Maduro has faced charges in New York for years, okay? And if he really was, that's why he was staying his ass out the country, okay? Trump not going to be able to do that. Like, his charges, you have global charges. You have worldwide earth charges. So if you go to anywhere in the world, and then he just got done bombing Nigeria, talking about they're killing Christians. No, you're killing Christians in Nigeria. You will have to answer and pay for that too. Trump is going to have to sit down because you ain't going to have enough money to pay for any of this. A federal indictment against Maduro and his family have been unsealed Saturday. Why is it so easy for you to unseal these Maduro cases and all this shit, but you can't unseal any Epstein files and documents? He's saying at the forefront of a narco-terrorism conspiracy and imported tons of cocaine into the U.S. When, where, proof. Everything Trump says is no proof. That's why all these fake indictments, he just put in 3 fake indictments. Comey, James, Cook, all got thrown out. Here's the 4th one that's about to get thrown out. You acted without Congress. I wish Congress would beat your ass. Like, I really would. I wish Congress would fine you, beat you, put a straitjacket on you and on TV and let everybody see you should not be going against. You should not be doing things that you have not even let Congress know about. Congress did not vote for this. You do not have. See, when Obama got Osama, he had Congress backing him up. You don't. So that's what I think is so stupid. As soon as it's not going to be over. In the middle, they're going to have to stop Trump. Like, is this where he really went too far? I don't think so. I think he's going to have to do something worse than this. Like, I think he's going to have to do something worse than this. Like, he's going to have to do karaoke of Taylor Swift. And finally, we're going to get this man impeached. I have heard enough. So, the indictment handed up last month by a federal grand jury. What fucking grand jury did that? All y'all asses can get out. In New York, accused Maduro of allowing cocaine-fueled corruption to flourish for his own benefit, the benefit of the members of his ruling regime. This is everything Trump's doing, and for the benefit of his family members. What? That's now you're gonna. It's when they can't attack you, they attack your family. That's why some people don't want to get married and stuff. They know that they're very smart, interesting, go-getting, brave people, and they don't want their family to be hurt. just because they're standing up for society. The indictment named two of those family members, Marudo's wife Sia and his son Nicholas, as a part of the alleged conspiracy, and total charging six defendants of narco terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, and weapon offense. What weapons did he have? Sources familiar with the matter told ABC News a plane carrying Maduro touched down in New York Saturday afternoon, which was just yesterday. Maduro was expected to take a helicopter to New York City, accompanied by members of Drug Enforcement Administration. He was expected to head by motorcade to a location of city processing before being held in jail. What jail is he? Why? What the fuck? When people are doing shit like this, I thought they don't hold them in jail. I thought, like, when you're a terrorist, they take you somewhere else. I know that they basically, if they call you a terrorist, you're not allowed to get a lawyer and all this stuff. But the thing about it is, this isn't terrorism. Trump is committing terrorism. If Maduro was here in New York and you did all this, okay, but you went to go get him in Venezuela, that's where you did the major fuck up. Like Kamala said, it was very unwise and very unlawful. And I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be held in jail. Jail is for people who do misdemeanors. It's prison and all that stuff for people who do like serious crimes. And then they have other places for people who do like global crimes. But while the source, Trump should know he's going to be going on them. This is what. Now, when some people say he did the presidency to avoid crimes, yeah, it's not going to work. But I do kind of agree with those people that he thought him being the president could delay some shit. Actually, what you doing as you president is you're putting yourself in a further hole. While the source did not specify where Maduro will be held, yeah, it's some secret location where they're probably torturing this man and his wife. Defendants awaiting. I wish they wouldn't have got his wife. I'm glad they didn't get his son. Defendants awaiting trial. Please, his son needs to pray. Defendants awaiting trial in federal court in Manhattan are customarily held at MDC Brooklyn. There's nothing that the mayor can do. Like, the operation that led Maru's capture was carried out by Army's Delta Force after CIA. Oh, who's the head of CIA right now? They need to get his ass. The guy who was all quiet during that hearing and we haven't heard from him since. There's a lot of people they gotta get after the CIA has, but it's fine because it costs us money. When America comes and gets you for the people who's really doing wrong, they get paid. So, and America need to go back to getting paid, right? Had identified the leader's precise location according to two people, because that's what, according to two people familiar with the operation. Delta Force is an elite special operation group of soldiers trained to secretly counter-terrorism operations and hostage rescues, which they're not doing that. They're doing the opposite. But what was I finna say? Oh, some people don't know that's what the CIA does. So the CIA is supposed to be, which I think is fucked up, they're supposed to be the law enforcement for people outside of our country. So isn't that a big brother-ish? Other countries should be able to rule themselves, right? Why do we need to look at other countries and be like, you're doing that all wrong? And that's actually, even though you're in Kazakhstan, that's not the American way. Y'all really need to stop that shit that y'all brought over here, that Puritan shit that you brought over here from Europe. How y'all feel everybody, y'all go over to other people's countries and cultures, people who are different and they have their own customs, their own religions, and y'all want to switch them up and convert them to your fucked up one. A source says that the CIA had a small team clandestinely. Bitch, no, what the fuck? Clandestine? Bitch, you don't know shit about no clandestine? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that adjective that this articleist wrote, because they be putting adjectives in there that don't make no motherfucking sense. It be making me mad. Anyways, the CIA had a small team on the ground starting in August that was able to provide insight into Marudo's pattern of life that made grabbing him seamless. What the fuck? Y'all spying on this man? Cause you creepy? Did you want to suck his dick too? More than his wife? And that source said that the CIA, John Radcliffe, that's his name, Rubio, top aide, Stephen Miller, all these fucked up people, Pete Hegseth, you know, the leak man, formed a core team working this issue for months with consistent meetings and phone calls. sometimes even daily, where they sucked each other's dicks, often meeting both with the president separately. Trump told Fox News that he watched every aspect from of the operation from Florida because he's fucking sick, just like he watches girls getting raped with Epstein. He was in, one thing about it, Trump can sit up here and deny all the truth of what you've been involved. But it's not going to erase the fact. If you lie about it, you still did it. You still did. What you could have did was not be involved in the shit to begin with. That way, when you denied it, you could have been saying the truth. Because when Trump denies shit, he's fucking lying. That's the worst thing I think in the world, though. Is that people to be calling you a liar, 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 and you have no proof to back up of any type of, to say that what you're saying is the truth. You have no proof to back that shit up. You will not even Photoshop some shit. What they do instead, the Epstein files come out, and what they do is start deleting shit. And you couldn't delete enough. Because your ass is too much up in there. It really don't matter how much you delete. You already fucking did it. You're already caught. And now you want to act like a 7-year-old child doing a temper tantrum. You want to weasel your shit out. You're caught. It does not matter. You've already been caught. What I'm trying to say is that the earthlings, the American people, the people on this planet know the truth, no matter how much you lie about it. They know the women that you and Epstein raped. They know that you did it. And I don't care if you lied till you die. You did it. This is when and God knows the truth. Fuck that. Your ass know the truth. That's why your conscience is eating at you, stupid. And then still, he's trying to get away with it he's trying to get away with the crimes that he did in the past by covering them up with more crimes. You look bad, worse. Now you kidnap somebody. You kidnapped the president of Venezuela. We're not asking anymore, are you stupid? You have shown the world, yes, you are stupid. Even Putin is like, oh my God, dude. Even Putin's like, I don't think we can continue, man. Even Putin is like, man, fuck. You really fucked all this time. He was in a house that was more of, quoting Trump, that was more like a fortress than a house. Okay, let me end the quote real quick. So that's why Trump is really attacking Maduro. Is your envy, your jealousy. His house was so big. I don't understand how that Hispanic man, how that Latino got that house. He paid for it. He fucking paid. He paid for it with no credit cards. What? His racist right ass can't believe that shit. I'm not talking about the good white people. I'm talking about bad white people for like Trump. They believe that Latinos and black people and Asians are not allowed to have anything good. That's why they talking shit about his house. What about your house, Trump? How many fucking floors you got you don't need? Let's get back to it. It had steel doors. Yep. And now he need to make them stronger for weird ass fuckers like you. And it had what they call a safety place, Trump said, adding that the Maduro did not make it into the space before being captured. Damn it. I wish he would have made it into the space. Because y'all some weird asses. Y'all are acting like old, weird, white people, racist people from Europe who just want to go around killing everybody. The president said in preparation that the U.S. military put a replica house to train for operation. But apparently it wasn't the same. Because once Trump saw Maduro house, he was like, oh my God, he got big doors and everything. Yes, Trump, it's different from your tiny doors. Maduro was taken by helicopter to U.S. Iwo Jima, who had been transported to New York, according to Trump. Everything Trump says don't make no damn sense. The helicopters took him out, and they went by helicopter in a nice flight. I'm sure they loved it, he said. Bitch, shut your weird, nasty fucking ass up, Trump. Put your ankles up and quit calling me. One president told ABC News that Trump had given the green light to capture Maduro, in which you shouldn't have given no green light. CBS first reported the details on the operation. In a brief phone interview, the New York Times, which Trump hates, in a court case against him, President Trump celebrated that he called the success of a mission to capture Maduro, who the U.S. has considered to be the head of foreign organization since November Yeah, that's you, Trump. A lot of good planning and a lot of great troops and great people. No, because they did your evil doing, your evil bidding. Even asked whether that he had sought the congressional authorization for the operation or what would come next for Venezuela. Trump said that he would address those matters during the news conference. Yeah, did you go to Congress and ask that? He didn't answer because he didn't get no. Did you go to Congress, Trump, and make sure this was good with Congress? No. What do I need them for? No further action anticipated. Republican Mike Lee of Utah said in some shit on Twitter, if anything might be constitutional, justifies the action in absence of a declaration of war for the use of military force. When did he declare war? And Congress does that. Trump can sit up there declaring war all he wants, but if you don't have Congress declaring war, then you didn't declare shit, bitch. According to Lee, Rubio, Congress needs to really put their foot up Trump's ass and quit playing. Like, one thing I don't, what are y'all afraid of at this point? Trump finna kill you anyway. He's finna take all your money, make you go broke, wipe your wife like Caligula. What are you afraid of at this point? If you will go along with him willingly, now this is a different situation than cops. If you go along with Trump willingly, it's just gonna be easier for him to hurt you. And then here come Republicans making fun of the word resist. Y'all need to resist too. Trump is making y'all look like the evil of the world. We're starting to pin that on white people, the most racist people, the people teaching people to be racist out here. And then we got people who are good white people, and y'all are outnumbered. Y'all just let the racist white people represent you all. Where are the Cassius Clays of the white people? What was her name? Emma Johnson? Is that her name? That white lady I love so much. Is that her name? I keep forgetting her name. I need to listen to her talk more. Where are they at? The white people who are realizing, like, this is going to make our race look bad. Where are y'all at? Why y'all just sit up here and let Trump do his thing? According to Lee, because he's evil and he wants to continue to do it. Well, y'all going to have to get in a group and stop this man. Rubio said that Maduro had been arrested by the U.S. personnel. You weren't in the U.S., but you were arrested by U.S. This is crazy, bitch. This is Bermuda Triangle. And he's on trial on criminal charges in the U.S. in United States. What criminal charges? Like felony? Misdemeanor? And that kinetic action was taken to protect those executing the warrant. Bitch, y'all got a warrant for somebody who lives in Venezuela, which is not in your jurisdiction. Everything you did was wrong. He also said that Rubio told him that he anticipated no further action in Israel now that Maduro is in U.S. custody, which is unlawful and globally unlawful, and his ass is not supposed to be in no U.S. custody. This was incredibly dangerous operation to conduct, the ABC Mike Mulray, a former CIA officer, senior Pentagon official. Yeah, he was doing real work. It's required precise intelligence, detailed planning, and flawless execution by the Delta Force operation and all the support, especially air component, to pull it off in a manner that they did. What? Never mind. I don't agree with what the fuck that man said. Fuck you, whoever former bullshit ass man. Anyway, the House of Representatives praised Trump. Who? Rick Scott, and you didn't want to tell. Oh, he Republican. The Republicans of Florida are like, yay! Why? Because you stupid and you don't realize you're finna lose more money than what you've already lost before. A new day is here for Venezuela and Latin America. You acting like it's D-Day. That you saving, like y'all flowing in with Hitler and the Nazis. Y'all acting like it's V-Day and D-Day. Like y'all are just saving people from a dictator when Trump is a dictator himself. I don't even want to read this shit that Tom Cotton, your last name sound racist, of Arkansas. He live in a racist ass state, saying Maduro wasn't just an illegitimate dictator. How the fuck you talking about Trump being an illegitimate dictator? He also ran a vast drug trafficking operation. End quote. Did you want to show me the proof of that first before you start accusing these people of these things? The actions were criticized by Democrats. So we got a Democrat from Arizona who blasted Trump, calling this second unjustified war in my lifetime. Right? This war is illegal. It's embarrassing that we went from world cop to world bully in less than a year. There is no reason for us to be at war with Venezuela. End quote. I agree with that. The last events come from amid of rising tension between U.S. and Venezuela, including the buildup of the U.S. military forces in the Caribbean that have been targeting tuna boats. Is what y'all need to be saying. Because it's really confusing when y'all say alleged drug smuggling boats. It's really confusing average people. They don't hear alleged. They don't even know what that means. They're just like, they were drug boats. They were drug boats. And so that kind of pisses me off. Like, we're not supposed to be going around, like, accusing people of doing stuff. And so they're supposed to be saying alleged, which means that, it's assumed. But alleged means that it's not proven. Y'all need to say shit that has actually been happening. They are bombing tuna boats. Innocent people. See, this is America lies when they say that you're innocent until you're proven guilty. You're guilty until you can prove to everybody how you've been innocent the whole time. That's really the truth. Let's go on to the next article. This article is so long. The order of the implementations of the national defense plans and declared a state of external disturbance. You're not even declaring the right shit. Russia condemned the actions. They were the first to condemn the actions. So I don't understand why Putin is going around talking about Ukraine bombed his neighborhood. When I had done some research, when apparently it was us, it was America that had bombed his neighborhood when he was a kid. How could you forget that? And it's not me, America. It's your best friend Trump, America. An act of armed aggression against Venezuela, and Putin's supposed to be on Venezuela's side right now against us, and said it wanted to prevent further escalation, according to the country's foreign minister. And Colombia President Gustavo Petro alert the world Venezuela has been attacked. Yeah. So is Brazil president saying something too. I don't understand how that's a victory. How they're declaring victory. How's that victory? You haven't even done anything. You just took a guy against his will. How is that victory? How is that victory? Let's talk right here about the oil that Trump is stealing. U.S. oil giants. Trump says they spend billions in Venezuela. This is really 57 minutes? I think that's his conference, his speech of him saying a bunch of stupid stuff. American energy firms have yet to say whether that the plan to return Venezuela to resurrect an oil industry hollowed out years of neglect. Chevron, by the way. So all this shit this is the first main people that are going to be hit first. Gas prices are going to go up. And the main people who are going to be hit first is going to be Chevron, with kidnapping the president of Venezuela. I guess Trump, he in his fucked up mind, he must, he's been saying he's trying to bring gas prices down. Well, this is definitely going to bring them up. If we're even going to have gas being imported from Venezuela at all anymore. I don't know if he really thought he could strong arm Venezuela and steal gas. Because in this article, he's going to say that Venezuela's been doing that to the U.S. Bitch, where were they getting gas from us? Because your ass is trying to take gas from Dene, the Navajo reservation right now. And you ain't got it. So where is anybody getting gas from us? But anyways, the people who are going to be affected by this is Chevron and everyone else that ExMobil does. All the blue ones. The people who... All the gas stations that have blue in their advertisements, they're usually going to be all under the same company. And then all the ones who have red, like Costco, QT, they're usually under their own same company. I think Costco might get their own people. But I do know for a fact that Chevron partners with Exxon and some other people who they partner. It's everyone who has blue as their advertisement. So all those people, their gas prices are going to go up. They're not going to be able to compete like they like to. Chevron and the U.S. energy titan operating in Venezuela, we get most our gas that runs the cars off of Venezuela. We do get gas in other parts of the earth, like Iran and stuff, but we get a lot that the U.S. doesn't talk about from Venezuela. Said in a statement on Fox News Digital that it was following relevant laws and regulations. Yeah, Chevron remains focused on safety and well-being of our employees as well as the integrity of our assets. I wonder why that spokesperson felt the need to say something. ConocoPhillips wrote a statement to Fox Digital that morning. The development of Venezuela was potential implications for global energy supplying and stability. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly what I've been thinking. Like, we could just steal oil from them and we'll be good for the rest of all eternity. Now, why are y'all stealing oil when we're supposed to be moving over to EV cars? Cars that are run off by battery? It would be premature to speculate on any further business activities or investments. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. ExxonMobil is the largest U.S. oil company. Did not immediately respond to a request for comment. I bet, like, right now they're like, bitch, we losing a lot of money. We ain't got time to be talking to you. And then some of them probably voted for Trump, so they feel stupid right now. Kind of like some farmers who voted for Trump in Nebraska and shit. And now you losing your livelihood because you was up there trying to be racist instead of trying to be about the community. FDT told reporters at Mar-a-Lago on Saturday that the U.S. would sell large amounts of Venezuelan oil to other countries after ramping up production. So you really think that you can go over there and steal oil and then sell stolen oil? Like, it would not have any bad juju on it? Trump is crazy. I feel like nobody's talking about this because I think everybody thinks it's boring right now, but this is about to be. This is the biggest thing going on in the world right now. Like, you really think you can steal oil? Venezuela holds the world's largest oil reserves. But we have some in the US too, but Trump would have to steal it. And right now the natives they sit on it. So that's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to kill. He's even killing, dude, those people down there in South America, those Latinos are natives too. That is what they're doing. Ever since they came over to Europe, they feel they should just kill natives. And how people really can't understand that the land that you stand on underneath has reserves. And that costs money to these racist European descent white people. That costs money. And so they're like, yeah, we can just steal this and sell it to the other natives throughout the world. And the dumb Asians won't know. But meanwhile, Asians do business with Venezuelans too. Because we're going to get into it about how China's like, bro, like, you need to return him right now. But anyways, let's talk about the reserves. Venezuela holds the world's largest oil reserves. So what that means in layman's terms is that they have the most gas to run our vehicles. But years of underinvestment and crumbling infrastructure have left much of that wealth locked away. It's probably a good thing. No, that the way that they wrote that, I don't like that. There's a reason why like natives and people of indigenous blood don't allow selfish, racist, MAGA white men to just rape land, pull resources out the land without having any type of plan, hurting the earth that we live on. It's not just like, kumbaya, my lord. It's not just about that energy. It's about, if you fuck with the earth, it already does consequences like hurricanes and shit like that. So you keep fucking with the earth to a point that you don't care about the earth that we live on. That's going to end up killing people. No, you don't give a fuck about America first. America first my ass, Trump. You don't give a fuck about people. You don't give a fuck about where your own feet stand on this land. You don't give a fuck about that while you hurt the earth. And you know what the earth gonna say? Okay, bitch. Gonna turn around a hurricane on your ass. For real. Like, I'm a dodge y'all with that shit. I'm gonna let the hurricane hit you. I'm gonna listen to the natives. Trump said that the U.S. energy firms could return the country to unlock that potential. I don't understand what the hell he was talking about right there when he said that. We are going to have our very large United States oil companies go in, spend billions of dollars. What the fuck? First of all, you're stealing from America. You're stealing for America, so why would we need to spend billions of dollars for stolen products that you're trying to get? Go in, spend millions of dollars, fix the badly broken oil infrastructures. They're not even made. So you mean that they have to make them? And start making money for the country. Whose country? Your country. And it's not going to be America. It's going to be somehow rewired for you and Doge, Elon. But they lost that anyways. So thank God for my taxes. Can y'all just kick him the fuck out? How he kicked people out and he kidnapped people? Why y'all? I don't understand why people are like, no, we can't do to him what he does to us. Then lock him up. He would do that. You could rightfully do that. You could name off 3 of the 45 counts he got. This man. All right, whoever Lucas is, about the future of Venezuela oil sector and its buyer, which includes China, Russia, Iran. Trump said that the United States would sell large amounts of oil to many countries. Yeah, they don't even want it from you. Isn't it something? You know how they're not buying the soybean from us anymore because you fucked that up, Trump. He really is, dude. No, he's fucking shit up on purpose for Putin. And he just like, I'm helping. Pootie. You like how I'm fucking the country up? Yeah, have my house over there looking nice, Pootie. This is Trump. We are all in the oil business, except you, Trump. You obviously not in the oil business. You are trying to steal oil. You are crazy. He added some more lies, and I'm not gonna read. Let's go to the next articles. All right, let's talk about China. I want to talk about China next. China demands Maduro's immediate release. Because China said they're going to say it right off the bat. China, like, we do money, we do business with them. we do business with them. You better return that man right now. They said it's 3 hours ago. China do not be playing. That's why some people love the Chinese. China man said, China has called on United States to immediately release Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, and to cease all attempts to destabilize the Venezuelan government, in remarks issued by a foreign ministry spokesman on Sunday, which was today. You know what y'all should do? China? Well, China's over there throwing bombs at Taiwan. Throw them on Mar-a-Lago. But let me know when you do them so I can go ahead and go far away, because I'm pretty close. I'm over here in Georgia, so let me know. Let me know. Don't let them know. You can hit me up through Signal since it's so secretive. Beijing has sharply criticized the U.S. attacks on Venezuela the previous day already, yesterday. China, alongside Russia and Iran, is among Venezuela's allies. That's what I'm saying. We're all supposed to be friends. Russia, Iran, and U.S. is at war with Iran right now. And why do you think? Because they have oil too. In the early hours, like, Trump can't even hide his evil. In the early hours of Saturday, this was yesterday, they captured President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Cia Flores, during a military attack. That's what that was, a military attack on Venezuela, and took them out of the country. They are being tried in New York. They're being set to go to trial on charges including narco-terrorism and conspiracy. So whatever happened to first appearance? Like, what happened? Usually you don't go to a trial first. You go to, like, first appearances and all that stuff. I forgot what they call those like pre-trials and all that. You're going for pre-trials to see if you even did it or how you gonna answer to your crimes and stuff like that. Like some people in the comments of this article was saying like, how did Venezuela, because some, I think it's the next article, like we're on Venezuelan turf, how are they stealing anything from us? JD Vance right here, and then we're gonna finish up with Kamala. Oh, we're not finish up with Kamala, we're gonna finish up with the Nobel Peace Prize, what Trump did with that lady. Vance, idiot ass self, raises eyebrows with claim Venezuela's stolen oil must be returned to U.S. So this is what I was just beginning to say. There's going to be someone in the comments who's like, how did Venezuela steal oil from the U.S. when U.S. troops are in Venezuela stealing oil from them? Like, we're on their turf. How are they stealing anything from us? This is so funny. Vance, who is probably a child of an immigrant, you are a European descendant. I can tell by looking at you. Y'all be looking at me. I can tell where you're from. You can't tell shit about me, honey. I can tell at least enough about you that your ancestors come from Europe. Am I correct? And I'm sure they would say with much pride, yes. And my father and father and father before. The shit that they say. Okay? So what I can't get over, how European descendant came over on the Mayflower, came over on Santa Tapina and the Santa Maria, and they came over to kill natives. They came over with people from Africa to enslave them. And what are you doing to this day? You're going to Venezuela. You have just invaded, and you're doing the same shit that your ancestors did. You're doing the same racist shit that your ancestors did. So please apologize for that, Vance. I need you to apologize for that. Right now, JD Vance raises eyebrows with claim that Venezuela's stolen oil must be returned from U.S. Dude, y'all need to return that human being that y'all just stole. Like how y'all do slavery and you know, how y'all stole people from Africa and all this shit. How you stole a whole land from Native Americans and America, all that shit. Y'all need to return Maduro back to Venezuela. Now. And then maybe you won't get any more global war crimes on your fucking ass. You think about it? Vice President JD Vance, which is going to be soon former Vice President, so first of all, this motherfucker was absent. He was absent at FDT's press conference yesterday that happened on Saturday, during which he discussed the capture of Venezuelans Nicolas Maduro, but the vice president did release a statement in support, and he wrote this on social media. Bitch, y'all can't even attend your fucked up parties. Vance, who is more clearly aligned with a non-interventionalist wing of GOP, I need to stop reading those adjectives. On Twitter, this motherfucker said, the president offered multiple off-ramps. Which were those when, and what the hell are you even talking about? Off-ramps for what? You make absolutely no sense. But was very clear throughout the process that the drug trafficking must stop. What drug trafficking, bitch? All I know is that you was over here throwing bombs at random, peaceful tuna boat fishermen. And you probably hit a squid boat while you was out there too. You hit like 12 of them. Which, if you break it down, numerology is 3. And 3 is a number for a spirit. So you got the devil at your ass, basically. But anyway, let's get back to reality and politics. I mean, that is reality. It was spiritual reality. So the president offered multiple off-ramps, but was very clear throughout the process that the drug trafficking must stop, you know, alleged. And the stolen oil must be returned to the U.S. What stolen oil? Y'all didn't want to return black people when they was ready to go back to Africa when you stole them people, so nothing we had, like, what is y'all talking, what is you talking about? Maduro is the newest person to find out that President Trump means shit. Means what he says. End quote. That doesn't mean that you're in the right. It doesn't mean that any good karma is going to come to you. It doesn't mean that what you're doing is good. You're continuing to do bad shit. Like that's Vance dumbass. He get on my nerves. Just Dance Vance. So glad that we call him that. Let's talk about. I want to hear what Kamala said because I'm one of those people that listen to what Kamala said. So Kamala said, she speaks out on the Venezuelan airstrikes. The American people do not want this. Claims that Trump is playing the regional strongman. I agree, though. Look at that. She looks good. She's wearing burgundy. That's a good color. Former VP Kamala Harris issued a strong rebuke for President FDT military operation in Venezuela on January 3rd, 2026, which was yesterday, following reports of U.S. airstrikes and capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. In her statement, Harris described the action as unlawful and unwise, emphasizing concerns over its implications for American security, regional stability, and domestic priorities. It just makes so much sense what she says, and she sums it up quickly. I know y'all gonna give me the rest of this article. Okay. U.S. military operations in Venezuela began early yesterday. This happened just yesterday. January 3rd, 2026. Explosions were reported in Caracas and other areas of Venezuela, marking the start of U.S.-led strike, which Trump is trying to start a war so badly. According to multiple reports, the operation involved airstrikes and targeting military and civilian sites across which is illegal for military to be targeting civilians. Sites across at least 3 states. The Venezuelan government confirmed hits of various locations, leading to a state of emergency declaration in the country. Witnesses described loud blasts and powerful outages as the capital's southern region with fires visible in several spots. President FDT addressed the nation later in the morning, confirming that strikes are large-scale efforts and aimed at addressing threats from Maduro regime, including drug trafficking and regional instability. He stated that the operation was executed with precision, resulting in no casualties of equipment losses. Okay, so there we caught Trump in his lie right there in the articles. Like, first y'all said that, a couple of Americans got hurt in the first article that I read, and y'all said that a helicopter was hit. Now here goes Trump next day in a article saying no US casualties, or equipment were lost. You said there were no injuries. First you said there were, now you said there are none. At this point, I believe nothing you say. The strikes were described as a part of a broader strategy to secure U.S. interests, with Trump noting that the action would help curb fentanyl flows and access of oil reserves. So I want to talk about Trump's Trump. We'll talk about his drug habit real quick right now. Now, Trump, in my opinion, some people would probably be like, what drug habit? He's really good at that face where he hides the drug under his face. I really think he's doing coke. Now I know he's doing coke because his whole administration's hollering coke. But how I know that he's on some type of drug, because the way that he's acting right now, like, you're making shit up. Not only is this the dementia, which is a form of schizophrenia that's hitting you, but this seems too much like a drug induced tweak, like a crackhead. Like, you are seeing shit, multiplying with his dementia that has been sparked and induced even more, because y'all know when people have dementia and schizophrenia, if you're on any type of coke or meth or special K, it will make that shit worse, and they start tweaking more than a regular crackhead, someone who's got schizophrenia. And when their schizophrenia starts acting up, that's what this shit looks like, really. You go, like, you're invading countries. Nobody's doing nothing to you. You making reasons to kill people, and you're telling people to be deported. For Trump is saying people need to be meet like the rules why people need to be deported are rules why Trump would be deported. Trump feels that if your mother is not from America, which Trump's mother is from Scotland, he feels you need to go back to the country that your mother came from. So, according to Trump's own rules, you need to go to Scotland. You don't listen to anything that you say yourself. You are tweaking. This president is tweaking. And then what makes me mad is I drive a forklift at work. If anything goes wrong with me, they have to drug test me. They drug test me before I got into work, before I get on this forklift. Wait, well, I'm pretty sure they don't even drug test everyone else that fucking much. But like, why is nobody drug testing the president of the United States of America with his best friend, Leak Peach Head Chef? Pete can't hide his coke addiction. Like, it weighs on his face. You cannot hide it anymore. You're scratching at your face. Like, these are tweakers. Where'd I leave off at? These are tweakers. They are tweaking. Capture of Nicolas Maduro and his wife. This is some shit a meth head would do. You been doing meth with your friend too much? They would come get you and your little girlfriend too. This is what a meth head does. And then they come body slam you out on the pavement. Bless you, Maduro, because I believe that's really what they're doing to him and his wife. I believe they're raping his wife right now. Until they kill her. I hope that does not happen. I hope I'm completely wrong in what I just said right there. I hope they're safe. There's no way I could see that with a madman like Trump. I hope that they're safe, but because they're being held in an undisclosed location. People don't know where the fuck your ass is, so real authorities could come get your ass out. They gotta accidentally steal a ninja, so a ninja could go up in there, a monk ninja, go up in there, pray, and beat your ass. Like them Chinese ninjas. That's why people started really liking Kung Fu. Because all you need is 4 people and beat your ass with that Kung Fu. Alright, man. This meth head capturing. This meth left the country. This meth head left the country to go steal a whole ass president from Venezuela. Capture of Nicolas Maduro and his wife. During the operation, U.S. Special Forces, Delta Force, they gonna get your ass, Delta Force. Located, captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Cia Flores. Trump announced that Maduro has been flown out of the country to Stewart Air Base in New York. And where he faced indictments on drug, weapons, and charges, which are going to be dismissed. Or what court is this? Is your own arbitration that Trump is going to take someone to their own, or like your own Trump arbitration? What court is he going to? What court is he going to? Blondie, Trump's lawyer right now, confirms the charges, linking them to long-standing allegations against Maduro regime. Long-standing allegations that they just made up in their head, and they pulled these from Narnia. And the time. Told y'all should have got rid of Radcliffe. That dude's too quiet. That's the head of CIA right now. The capture was facilitated by CIA intelligence pinpointing Maduro's location with green light for mission reportedly given days earlier. This is how Trump acts after he gets impeachment papers. He don't sit down and get it with a lawyer to figure out how to get this off of him. He starts kidnapping people to make his 44 count 100 count. Trump thinks being a bad boy is cute. He's about to go back to making bad boys look exactly like what they are. That's not so cute. Yeah, something about Christmas Day. Anyways, so Trump describes the mission as a brilliant operation. I'm getting tired of hearing his lies, and stated that the U.S. would temporarily run Venezuela. But then Marco Rubio came in later and said, we're not going to run Venezuela. But Trump's like, we're going to run Venezuela. Safe and proper, judicious transfer of power. You didn't even want to do a safe transfer of power when you were supposed to be getting everything transferred over from Obama. And then you didn't want to do nothing straight and safe with Biden. We will never forget the insurrection of January 6th. What was that, 2021? Yeah, ain't nobody gonna forget that. Reactions in the Venezuelan included celebrations among some citizens opposed to Maduro. This person, I'm sorry I said that with my English accent, Maduro. Maduro. Where others expressed alarm over the foreign intervention. Who the fuck sat up there and cheered? Only MAGA's cheering over here in America because they cheer for every fucked up thing that Trump do. They don't even know what they could be like, Trump attacked MAGA. MAGA would be like, yeah, finally, get the bitches out of here. Bro, I swear to God. International and domestic responses. The strikes promoted a widespread concerns across Latin America, with leaders distancing themselves from the action and calling for the dialogue. In U.S., the operation was hailed by some as decisive move against the narco-terrorist dictator. By the way, they just gave him this name today. They just gave the narco terrorist title to Maduro today. And this is January 4th, 2026. While others questioned the legality and the lack of congressional approval, he didn't get no Congress to back him up with shit. So they're gonna, why don't they put Trump in a hearing? I think presidents don't go to hearings. But anyways, I have to look more into that. Trump emphasizes that the mission, I would make a special hearing for Trump since he's doing all this new shit. We doing something new. We got a hearing for you, and Congress get to chill your ass out, bitch. Trump emphasized that the mission prioritized American safety and economic benefits. He wasted billions and billions. I don't hear no more about Trump lies. Kamala Harris full statement. This is, I believe I'm quoting Harris right now. Trump actions in Venezuela do not make America safer, stronger, nor more affordable. That Maduro is a brutal, illegitimate dictator does not change the fact that this action was both unlawful and unwise. Let me back up a little bit. I must agree, because two wrongs don't make a right. Just because he's supposed to be a dictator, your ass kidnapping him don't make nothing no better. We've seen this move before. Wars for change or oil that are sold as strength, but to turn into chaos and American families pay the price. The American people do not want this, and they are tired of being lied to. It's true. I did say like 100 times in this article, I'm tired of listening to Trump lies. This is not about drugs or democracy. It's about oil and Trump's desire to play regional strongman. I could have said regional. If he cared about either, he wouldn't, I must agree with this. If he cared about either, he wouldn't have pardoned a convicted drug trafficker or sidelined Venezuela's legitimate opposition while pursing deals with Maduro's cronies. Okay, she said so much right there, which was really good. So right here, yeah, Trump did pardon a drug trafficker, and he also pardoned the man who made Silk Road, which is where drug traffickers go online to drug traffic on a website where you can buy drugs off this website and people and shit. So that right there is, truthful. I know MAGA are gonna be mad. Y'all could just stay mad. And then on top of it, this is what is crazy. Trump is kidnapping Maduro, but at the same time, you sit up there and do business with Maduro's friends. Funny. The president is, I'm going back to Harris's quote. The president is putting troops at risk, spending billions, destabilizing a region, and offering no legal authority, no exit plan, no benefit at home. America needs leadership whose priorities are lowering costs for working families, enforcing the rule of law, strengthening alliances, and most importantly, putting the American people first, end quote, because Trump puts us ass last. Yeah, Harris's comments echoed, and I wanted to echo some today. I don't want to go and see in the comments to see what people were saying because I know it's just gonna be MAGA saying racist shit. Oh, the last article I want to finish up. This is comical, you guys. So y'all remember that lady? I don't remember the lady's name, but y'all remember that lady who won the Nobel Peace Prize? So she dedicated her prize to Trump. And narcissists, what narcissists do, when you do something nice for a narcissist like Trump, instead of them saying thank you, they say fuck you. So what Trump did was send a torpedo to that lady. You sent a missile to that lady? That was your thank you? A fuck you was a bomb? Trump's torpedo, this is what he did on Christmas, that filthy animal. Trump's torpedoes, Nobel winner at presser. Oh no, did he really send a bomb to her? Says that she doesn't have respect to run her country after she gushed him out about him. What? Bitch, whoever wrote this article, fuck you, I'm mad at you because you made me think that he really sent a torpedo or at her house. Like 21 Savage. And he ordered it off the Silk Road. Y'all really get on my nerve. No, really, when he after that lady said, I dedicate my Nobel Prize to you. Trump said, fuck you, lady bitch. I do not dedicate my prize to you. FTP, FDT, I bet this crazy fucking man, the Mad King Trump, torpedoed the idea. Man, you shouldn't have wrote that word. Who wrote this article? Tommy, Christopher, with your two first names have it as. You should have said he talked a lot of shit. It's really what he did. At the Nobel Peace Prize winner, the recipient is Maria Corina Machado. Could assume leadership in Venezuela, saying that she doesn't have respect for his country. What? Trump, you don't have respect for her country. You just stole the president. You stupid bitch. You just kidnapped a whole ass person. There's something wrong with you. He need more than medication. He gonna need a straitjacket. And he did it at 4:21 a.m. Bitch, that's wrong. The angel message is 4:20. That's when the angel. That's when. See, you did it right after the angel, so you missed them. News broke after midnight Friday, and it's Sunday right now, that the United States struck Venezuela's capital of Caracas early Saturday morning at 4:21 a.m. Told you, see, it's after. Yeah, you're supposed to do 4:20, not 4:21. Trump announced on Truth Social that Maduro and his wife, Cia Flores, were captured and flown to U.S. states. What is this 11 a.m. presser? Mercado famously dedicated the award, which she won for her activism and opposition to Maduro's regime, to Trump, saying he deserves to win. You really, girl, do you really think he deserves to win? After he would 21 Savage your ass? He verbally 21 Savaged you. He said, I deserve to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and you do not deserve to win to be the next president of Venezuela. Is that why, I wonder, lady, is that why you were speaking good? Or did you do a Nicki Minaj? Where you were going to speak good about Trump, thinking later he'll look out for me. And later, he said, fuck you. When are y'all gonna listen to us? Like, when are y'all gonna listen to American people? We be trying to tell you, Trump no good, no good, Trump no good, no good, Trump no good, no good. We even made a song. And y'all still say up here, talk about Trump is my bestest friend. Talk about I will vote for Donald Trump. Do 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 do. You know you shouldn't have done that. Do 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 do. As soon as you did it, you deported. He going to other countries deporting your ass to back to America. What the fuck? Like, where are we going? When you get deported by Trump, bitch, where are we going? Because obviously I'm not going back to Atlanta, Georgia. I was already in Atlanta, Georgia. For real, Murata, like, where am I going, bitch? I was already in Venezuela. I was already in my place of origin. Where are we going now? To the made up place of origin? Why'd you dedicate your Nobel Peace Prize to that crazy man? Now he like, bitch, you don't deserve your prize. You don't deserve to be in Venezuela. You don't deserve to have been born a woman. Like, Trump is a dick. You don't deserve to listen to this, what the fuck I'm saying. I know I should not be listening to Trump. My IQ levels start. Trump spoke. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Lord. Grab Leo. Grab the Pope. He needs some help. He spoke. Trump spoke. Okay. I don't think I can take it anymore. All right, man. He spoke. I'm going to be brave. He spoke. At a presidential conference in Florida Saturday morning, he said a lot. I'm not going to watch that. During which he made a lot of new telling reporters, go to sleep, that the United States will run the country until new leadership is found. Oh, so the Nobel Peace Prize lady can't even do it. She was so peaceful, though. She was asking about Machado. Sorry, sometimes I be using my American accent. Trump dumped cold water on her prospect to take over Maduro, saying that she's nice, but she doesn't have support or respect in her country. How the fuck do you know what goes on down there besides who the fuck you just stole from there yesterday? Reporter, is the U.S. Oh, this is what the reporter said. Is the U.S. aware of the location of the opposition leader Machado? And have you been in contact with her? Okay, the President Trump. No, we haven't really. No. Why would anybody talk to you? Reporter Machado. FDT. I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within or the respect within her country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have respect. She has so much respect, she won a Nobel Peace Prize over your assholey ass. Reporter, Mr. Trump. Oh, Mr. President. Dang, he say a lot. I mean, I was just talking about the president part. Is it possible that the U.S. ends the administrating Venezuela for years, that in a situation like this? Trump, well, it wouldn't cost us anything. Bitch, it cost us billions on billions with your bad having business having ass. Well, it wouldn't cost us anything because the money coming out of the ground is very substantial. So it's not going to cost us. The money coming out of the ground pays people a lot. Somebody had to explain that to his ass. If you got money coming out the ground, that's called natural resources. And usually you can get a lot of money. And not only is you fucking up American money, but you fucking up other people's money internationally too. I don't know why the fuck he talking about they torpedoed that lady. Should I go through the comments? I feel like ain't nobody funny gonna be down there. Sometimes nobody funny be down there. Colonial. That's funny to me. Treason? Kind of colonial. Treason. Sometimes it MAGA insanity. Who would he say? It just be MAGAs. I'd be like, why is they everywhere? Impeached. We the people want this whole administration impeached. I'm so glad they finally listened to the reason. They listened to me. Maybe we can get some diamonds now. International law. Oh my God, I love teachers in the comments. Under both U.S. domestic law and international law, the United States cannot legally take over any other country. Trump is trying to practice for Canada. They so peaceful. He trying to get Canada to beat our ass, man. International law. In the current international law, what's it say? Oh, the forcible accusation and annexion of another state territory is generally considered an illegal act. The UN Charter. The foundation of modern international law on this matter is a UN Charter, which generally prohibits the threat or the use of foreign against territorial and integrity or political. Yeah, nothing can be politically charged, and that is way out of our jurisdiction. And that person, Amanda, I don't know, I didn't look to see what she says. She's probably a MAGA. Yeah, you get respect by blowing people up. No, you don't. Theodore Roosevelt. I'm not sure if I want to see how they talked about Theodore Roosevelt. You get respect by blowing people up. No, I'm going to downvote that. This is... to announce that there must be no criticism of the president or that we are to stand by the president, right or wrong, is only unpatriotic and servile. But it is morally treasonable to the American public. I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying in the Bible times. Yeah, but he never met Trump. I like realists. I like the people who bring me back down to earth, right? Yeah, but he never met this crazy ass. He's so crazy. He crazy, dear God. This year, you took my favorite person, Jane Goodall. Damn, God. My favorite filmmaker, David Lynch. What? My favorite actor, Robert Redford. Ain't these some racist people? I just want to remind you that my favorite president is Donald Trump. Let me fucking down. Downvote it. Look at this president, Texas. Hopefully he will take your president too. They put a coffin on there. San Fran 65. 65, 66, 67. Fasaluni. Yeah. Fucking Fasaluni. I hope to remember to call him that. I'm gonna vote that up. Donald is being denounced of his latest illegal act. Yeah, a lot of people don't like what he just did. They're calling him a big baby. Dude, that Melania always has to watch her back in fear that she's being cheated on. Like, come on. Don't nobody want your man. Only you want your man. Even Ivana was annoyed with him. Oil field. I lied to America and I'm richer. Actually, yeah. ExMobil, property of Trump. Venezuela. Chevron, property of Trump. I'm the law. Yeah, the world, whatever. International law. I like this satire. This cartoons that people make. Shell. So Shell is a part of one of them. Oh, really? Are you sure? And BP. Okay, yeah, BP. Property of Trump. Property of Trump. Authority is easier when you declare it. What does that say? Power. Executive power. Like, he thinks all he needs is executive power and now he rules the world. I like these. Where was that? That person's from Vermont? They used to be their own, like, country. Wow. With the pentagram behind him. Hell deals. Souls. Why you got Biden there? Biden's at the beach. Y'all crazy. Why you got that demon has an elephant head. No demons have elephant heads. They usually have pig heads. They don't usually have elephant heads. And then they'll be like, yes, they do. In Egyptian mythology, those weren't demons. Those were gods. You need to get your shit together. And then the donkey. I mean, I like it, but tweak that elephant head. And Biden. Put Blondie or something. Why you put Biden? Should put Maduro or should put Epstein. Or put Epstein and then put Trump in the cauldron. Trump got his little feelings hurt again. Grey's Anatomy. Now my feelings hurt. His feelings got hurt. Distraction accomplished. Yeah, I wonder if he's distracting us from the impeachment. Which is going to get your ass impeached more. Look, my comment. Release the Epstein file. He wants everyone to forget. He wants everyone to forget that he's being impeached. The only person Trump have ever hired who was actually qualified to do their job was Stormy Daniels. Dude, that guy's got a good point. She's the only one. Well, she's not the only one who won her case. But that lady got her money. She made sure he got her money. Trump's success has the narcissist Democrats losing their minds. The only one Trump has ever hired who was actually qualified to do their job was Stormy Daniels. More people like... Define narcissist. I don't even want to deal with that dumbass 1969. They wish they was getting 69. Most of you have no respect for Trump. Dump Trump. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to have respect for a man that doesn't have respect for his own country. FDT, he's going to try and put in a puppet government. He already is the puppet. That's your favorite people. I think they're so annoying. Like, oh my god. Like, every time them racist white people show up. Is Congress gonna act? Or is he gonna keep on breaking the law? Yeah, I agree. That's a good question. They're cowards. Honestly, they're on vacation. Honestly, the American people, like, are the American people gonna act? I don't think Congress is gonna do anything. It's going to be OR. They, Democrats, Republicans, senators, and Congress members are terrified of him and Bondi and Miller. Midterms are still too far away and uncertain for them to stick their heads up. A lot of people feel that Congress is afraid to do anything. I don't know, y'all. Maybe they're just saying something to piss Congress off because they want Congress to be more hands-on and stern. Like you need to treat this man like a child, like a really bad child. Like an adult who knows better and he's doing wrong on purpose. You need to treat him worse than a child. You need to treat him like an adult, like a racist adult who's being a bad example. Who's about to throw out all your courts and throw out all your money too. Apparently y'all don't need money. Y'all gonna give it all to Trump. The United States of America needs laws against anyone like Trump ever serving in taxpayer-funded capacity. Yeah. Why are there not any already? There shouldn't have there already been. No, Trump is deciding who can run a country. Where the hell is Congress? That was handed over a long time ago. BJ. People don't really have any faith in Congress. We need to take Trump down. He's ruining America. Yeah. I 69'd it. This is why you never trust Trump. He's a narcissist. He's backstabbing, racist, felon, liar. Why you say Judas, man? Hey, Jude. Don't make it bad. He a traitor. He's a collaborator. He's a usurper. What is that one? I know that I forgot what that one was. All right, well, let me get off. I got some things. Venezuela Supreme Court orders Delcy Rodriguez become interim president. Actually, this is the one that's running the country right now of Venezuela. Trump is dumb as a rock. Yeah, I don't even know why you talking about that Nobel Peace Prize, girl. You look like you got a couple on. he like the Nobel Peace Prize lady ain't even the one running the country. This is the one running the country right now. It's a lady. It's gonna piss Trump off. Trump is senile. His behavior level is more than like 5 or 6. I think he's -10. No, that dude is an adult. He is a dumbass Nazi adult. Why the fuck would we dictate who runs another country? We are no better than Nazis right now. Ashamed of our country and military. Yeah, nobody's like, this is for Trump. This is his prize. Nobel Peace Prize runner. There we go. We made Trump the prize. We went down to the trophy store. And we got you prize, Trump. There you go. Someone need to put that on his doorstep. Y'all should ding dong diction. Put it on Martin. Or just mail it to him. From a mystery address. And be like, Trump. Mail it to him from his old address in New York. Y'all have to wear a mask and some gloves when y'all go to the post office to mail it. Or just throw it in the box. What the hell? Why you put a girl skating? Is Trump going to take over weak countries that have resources that he wants? This guy is even worse than I thought, and I thought he's really bad. What? So why you put a girl skating with your comment? You should do something that made sense. So I'm going to help you out real quick. Alright, this one right here, that makes sense. He just lazy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. He just lazy. Sorry. He just lazy. I'm gonna die happy. What's this? I don't want to see that. Alright, let me see something else. Make better memes. I love the poorly educated delivery. And this is delivering victory speech in Nevada. That was his victory speech. I love the poorly educated. That's his victory speech. Oh my god, it's a champion. He's a con man. Over 150 million conned, and they are still being conned today. Because McDonald's fries taste nasty now. Oh my god. I saw, it was on Druid Hills. There was a McDonald's, and they put a Burger King on top of the McDonald's. So McDonald's is gone. We back to Burger King, bitches. You need to get your ass together. He's jealous of her winning the Nobel Peace Prize. Trump is the new Hitler. I don't care. This is Pete Hegseth and Trump playing Little Toy Soldier. What's going on with the cat? They sprayed the cat. And the cat shitting. See, why are y'all terrorizing that cat? This is what they think about our soldiers. Toys to make them richer. I love serving with my unit. Glory, what? So now Trump has a 51st state and won't ever share it with the person who should be taking over the country. Glory hog. Let's see how the people feel when the body bags start coming home. Yeah, as you're killing troops. The only success the regime change is ever had lately is Granada. By the way, how many billions of tax dollars is this gonna cost? That's the first. He wasted billions on billions. Why is y'all talking about Nancy Pelosi? Said Donald Trump is the worst thing that ever hit. That's why they talk about Nancy. Oh God. Y'all so disgusting. They brought one. Y'all some, what do they call them? Coprophiliac. That coprophiliac. Ooh. I didn't know elephants rape rhinos. Did y'all know that? And it can kill them. The world is crazier than Trump. You told that lady who got that Nobel Peace Prize that she could shove it. Can y'all believe that he said that, y'all? He said that. They was talking about that all day today. Trump Insider put on notice they're subject to criminal persecution over Venezuelan attack. I mean, I hope y'all do. He is subjugated to persecution for so much stuff, but don't nobody care. Like, y'all just let Trump continue until he blow up the earth. And then everybody gonna be like, what happened to Congress? Congress said, fuck you, fuck that. Congress don't give a fuck. Only person who's losing their mind is Chuck Schumer. Congress said, well. Alright, y'all. Congress. This one's for Congress. Bless their hearts. I know they probably just got headaches right now. Trump says he's going to run Venezuela temporarily and rebuild oil industry. Hold on. I have got to. Man, why won't it let me laugh at that? I want to laugh at that. Why is she talking about Zoran Mandani? So she's jealous of Zoran Mandani's wife. On blast over 600 million designer boots. What? Caroline Levitt. Why are you saying anything about Zoran's wife? Classic communist. Do you know the definition of communist? Because that's not what. Okay, so did they change the definition of communist to say someone who's rich? How is that? Oh gosh, Caroline Airhead Leibowitz puts Zoran Mandani's wife on blast over $630 million designer boots. What are there a million, right? Classic. How is that? Okay, let's go to Google. Because this bitch clearly can't do it. Caroline, she's definitely not a communist. A person who supports or believes in principles of communism. Oh my God. Stop making up this shit talking about the left is very communist. Adhering to communism. Okay, so the French communist writer. Define communist. What are the simple definitions? Principles of communist. A political and economic idea aiming for classless. like Zorhan Mandani's wife showed so much class. And really, Caroline Leavitt's just let everyone learn. Like, she just told everyone that Caroline is actually the communist. You are not supposed to have nice things being a communist. I mean, from my definition of what I understand, China is still communist, right? They share their finances. Everyone shares. So honestly, Caroline Leavitt wishes to be a communist. She wishes that Zorhan Mamdani's wife would share some of the money that she got her boots with Caroline. But Caroline, you have a baby. You're having a baby right now with some 70-year-old man. Just sit back and enjoy. Communism is a political and economic idea aiming for a classless society where property and the means of production, like factories, farms, are owned by everyone, not private entities or individuals, with resources shared based on needs. Dang, dude. So Caroline, oh my God, why are you acting like the food stamps people right now? You acting like a broke bitch right now. Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that? It seeks to eliminate social classes and private ownership, creating a system, this is the modern definition, creating a system where a wealth is distributed equally. Yeah, right? Isn't that, I mean, that's supposed to be hand-me-downs. Welfare. That's what the word I was trying to say. Caroline Leavitt, why are you acting like one of those welfare queens? That someone's got to hand you some designer boots? You could go to Walmart. They don't believe in DEI, right? I mean, they believe in it now, right? No, often through a... I don't understand why they're talking about Karl Marx. A state of controlling resources before potentially withering away. That's what Trump is. As envisioned by the thinker like Karl Marx. No, Karl Marx was not... Marxism is not communism. Y'all need to fix that, Google. China is still communist today. Like, knowing, like, certain people can't make more money than other people. You have to have a certain amount of children. They used to like to only have a certain gender. I think they still do that today, where they prize the male over the female. They used to really, really do that. I'm pretty sure. Did y'all learn that from European cultures? Where'd they get that from? Well, anyways, we just concurred that Caroline Leavitt does not understand vocabulary, and she improperly used the word communism. But wow, Zorhan has such a beautiful wife. I'm finna get out of here. Bye, bitches.